Excuse me, everybody, can you see this presentation?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay, thank you very much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah wassalatu wassalam ala asrafil anbiya wal mursalin wa alihi washabihi ajmain. Allahumma sholli ala Muhammad wa ala ali Muhammad. Allahumma sholli ala Muhammad wa ali nuri al-mutibi lin nisyani bi yurki wa tanwasi'inullah wa syi'inullah wa syi'inullah. Hasbunallah wa ni'mal wakil, ni'mal maula wa ni'mal nasir, la hawla wa la quwwata illa billah innal azim. Amma ba'd. First of all, I would like to thanks for the IPB University to give me opportunity to give a time for sharing knowledge regarding with the assessment of zakat institution, soundness level. This presentation is quite a lot. Let me start. The introduction, the outline, introduction, previous studies, methodology, the indicator of soundness index of zakat institution, and the potential for zakat in Indonesia in 2020 reaches 327.6 trillion rupiah, with the potential for corporate zakat and income and services being the sector with the enormous potential of 145.5 trillion and 139.1 trillion rupiah respectively. Nevertheless, the ratio of the zakat infak sodako collection is relatively lower than the donated zakat infak sodako by the community to unofficial institution. It means many people prefer to not to give to the Basnas, but to give the non-Basnas institution. The study by Basnas Center of Strategic Studies state that the estimated zakat infak sodako collection donated by the public to non-zakat institution for the past 2 years has increased. The zakat infak sodako collection by the non-zakat institution in 2019 reached 58.3 trillion rupiah and increased by 5.1% in 2020 to 61.3 trillion rupiah. The survey by Basnas Center for Strategic Studies show that the reason for the society donating their zakat to unofficial institution is accessibility, 28%, services, 25%, credibility, 20%, image, 50%, recommendation, 3%. This data emphasizes zakat institution to evaluate and to enhance their performance, especially for services, credibility, and image variable. You can see with the percentage with the figure what I already mentioned regarding with credibility, accessibility, and service. Guideline of zakat management. In order to evaluate zakat management, Basnas Center for Strategic Studies, or we call Puskas Basnas, has published several indexes and guideline studies as the assessment tool of zakat management. These indexes and guidelines include National Zakat Index 2.0, Syariah Compliance Index, Transparency Index, Zakat Risk Management, Zakat Utilization Index, and Finance Ratio of Zakat Management Organization. Integrated Index. However, the studies mentioned before are still partial, as no study combine and integrates the indices to measure the soundness level of zakat institution. The measurement of soundness index currently is only available for profit institution, such as financial institution like bank or non-bank. We can see previously there's a national zakat, Syariah Compliance Index, Transparency Index, Zakat Risk Management, Zakat Utilization Index, and Finance Ratio of Zakat Management Organization. These all already by Puskas Basnas already published as a book. The order of soundness index for zakat institution. Zakat institution needs an integrated index to measure the financial performance and management performance. It can be accommodated by soundness index for zakat institution and used as evaluation tool and rating level for zakat institutions. The soundness level can be utilized as evaluation data to formulate a strategy that can spur the performance of zakat institution. Furthermore, the zakat institution ideally could manage its finances and risk management based on this description. It is necessary to develop an instrument to assess the soundness level of zakat institution. I would like to show the previous studies regarding with the Syariah Bank soundness level. Since 2014, the Indonesian authority issued the regulation regarding with RGEC, we call RGEC, Risk Profile, Good Governance, Good Corporate Governance, Earnings, and Capital. Previously, they used CAMELS, but now they are not using anymore for CAMELS. For Syariah, they use the last is CAMELS is Syariah. Syariah insurance soundness level, they use risk-oriented, proportionality, materiality, and significant, and comprehensive and structure. The Indonesia authority issue 2020 regarding with the Syariah insurance soundness level. For the Syariah cooperative soundness level, they use 8 elements: capital, earning, asset quality, management, efficiency, liquidity, independence and growth, cooperative identity, and Syariah principle. This is for cooperative. But for rural Syariah banks, Syariah rural banks in Indonesia, they use CAMELS, capital, asset, earning, liquidity, and management. This is recording with the Indonesian authority 2019. It's a book, what I mentioned, already published by Puskas Basnas, Syariah Compliance, Management Risk, Zakat Risk Management, Financial Ratio of Zakat Management Organization, National Zakat Index. Basnas already published this. And we can see the now is Zakat Institution Performance Assessment Index. First, for Zakat Institution Financial Ratio, there are 21 ratio. For the Syariah Compliance Index, there are 13 ratio. And Zakat Institution Transparency Index, there are 9 ratio. You can see this, the ratio is for Zakat Institution Financial Ratio, the Activity Ratio, Efficiency Ratio, Amil Fund Ratio, Liquidity Ratio, Growth Ratio. For the Syariah Compliance Index, there's 4, but in the total is 13. Zakat Institute Transparency Index 9 ratio. And the fourth is National Zakat Index, macro and micro, strategic risk, corporate risk, educational risk, operational risk, quality risk, amil and voluntary risk, the risk of muzaki and mustahiq, transfer risk between countries, reporting risk, legal risk, compliance risk. There are 405 the total of risk. This is quite high risk for zakat actually. If we see the number of risks for 105, you can imagine. To get the assessment for zakat institution, for getting the tools, the methodology is using the mixed method, combination qualitative and quantitative approach. In formatting the soundness level index, 3 stages have been used, which are first, the study. After that, focus group discussion. This focus group is very important to listen from the member of focus group discussion. They are from university, they are from practitioner of zakat, and they are also from the bureaucrat, from the government. Focus group discussion, after that, to try to calculation model from the study and focus group discussion. And the last is data analysis and rating process regarding with the assessment. Context in this study is utilized to identify and examine the component of the soundness index from various data sources. Content analysis is an approach and qualitative research that makes text written or discourses as the object of study or unit of analysis to analyze the meaning of the content of the message, according to Ibrahim 2015. The indicators of solution. This you can see the factor, component, indicator, number of variables, difference. You can see for the finance, the component is activity, operational, liquidity, growth. Mostly in Islamic bank, liquidity is more critical, liquidity ratio. For the non-finance is management, general management, risk management, and Sharia compliance. The issue Sharia compliance in zakat is not too strong compared to Islamic bank, but actually in zakat now we feel regarding with the Sharia compliance is very important because a lot of discussion among mazhab regarding with the, for example, distribution for each asnaf, how to distribute it with flexibility for the allocation of funds, zakat funds. Risk management, we can see the time for getting the collection funds is not the same time, because muzaki can give the money for zakat. They are different time, and we cannot predict exactly. But if we have a good data, we can look the move 1 month to another month, how the behavior of the muzaki. That is also only we call in this case there's a risk for the behavior like that to allocate the distribution of zakat funds. This is the soundness index of zakat institution. Become financial management. This is activity, operational, liquidity, growth, and general management. Allocation to collection ratio. This is ACR. We call ACR. Allocation to collection ratio. Turnover ratio, distribution ratio. This is very challenging for us now regarding with allocation to collection ratio, turnover ratio, distribution ratio. Operational efficiency ratio, AMIL ratio, I think this is very common for that. Liquidity, current ratio, quick ratio, cash ratio. Growth of collection, growth of allocation, growth of operational expenses. This is depend on the how much fund can be collection. Regarding with this management, I think the risk management and the Sharia compliance is now is critical for us because the Basnas is so big, and we have 34 provinces, and also we have a lot of UPZ, you know, the unit collection zakat in the grassroots. So next index of finance factors, what we call activity, allocation to collection ratio, turnover ratio, distribution ratio. This one, what I said mentioned previously, this is very important now. We understand how the activity for allocation to collection ratio, turnover ratio, distribution ratio. This is the key for good manage of distribution of zakat fund. This is, I think, definition. Activity ratio is an assessment to measure a company's effectiveness using its asset. For zakat institution, it aims to measure the effectiveness distribution of zakat infrastructure fund that should be channeled effectively to mustahiq. It's analyzed on three main ratio: allocation to collection ratio, zakat turnover ratio, disbursement ratio. This is the calculation regarding with allocation to collection ratio used to calculate the ability of zakat institution to distribute zakat fund by dividing total payment by total collection. This is quite a technical, you know, in this time. Yeah, we have to calculate gross allocation ratio, distribution of zakat fund plus infak zakat fund divided by zakat fund collection plus infak fund plus final balance of zakat fund minus 1 plus final balance of infak fund minus 1. This is and also gross allocation ratio non-amil. I think this is quite technical for this time. I think if you get this presentation, it's easy for you to read carefully and slowly regarding with the ratio. It's also net allocation ratio non-amil, zakat allocation ratio, total distribution of zakat fund divided into total zakat fund collection. Zakat allocation ratio non-amil, total distribution of zakat fund minus amil share of zakat fund divided into total zakat fund collection minus amil share of infak funds. Infak and sodaqah allocation ratio, that's a total distribution of infak alms divided into total alms infak fund collection. For the turnover ratio is a fund turnover ratio that describes the total funds distribute the total average receipt of fund. Zakat turnover ratio, zakat fund distributed in year X divided into zakat fund received in year X plus initial balance of zakat fund in year X divided into 2. Average day of zakat outstanding 360 days divided into zakat turnover. Infak sodako turnover, alms infak fund distributed in year X divided into alms infak fund received in year X and plus initial balance of alms infak fund year X divided into 2. Average of days infak sodako outstanding 360 divided into infak sodako turnover. This is a lot of technical ratio, I think. The ratio is utilized to see the proportion of disbursed receivables, down payment for activity, and asset under management to the total disbursement of fund. Distribution receivable ratio, distribution receivable divided into total disbursement. Activity advance ratio, activity advance divided into total disbursement. Zakat management asset ratio, the total asset under management from zakat for the current years divided into total disbursement of zakat fund. This is operational, the efficiency ratio, Amil right ratio. This will talk about the operational from the figures. The operational assessment is intended to measure how much efficiency the zakat organization operational costs are on the funds that have been raised. The more efficient of zakat organization in collecting, the better the government of the zakat institution. Efficiency ratio, the efficiency ratio is used to measure how efficient the zakat organization operation are with respect to collection costs, operational costs, and human resource costs. Collection expense ratio formula, collection cost divided into total collection. Operating expenses ratio, the total operation cost divided into AMIL. Human capital expensive, total human resource cost divided into total collection. AMIL fund ratio, the AMIL fund ratio is used to measure how much funds have been collected that are allocated to AMIL fund. AMIL fund are intended for operational costs of zakat organization. AMIL right ratio is the AMIL portion from zakat infak sodako plus corporate social responsibility divided into collection fund minus collection sharing on placement of funds. Ratio of AMIL infak alms, AMIL portion from infak divided into collection fund minus collection sharing of placement of fund. Ratio of AMIL right to zakat, AMIL portion from zakat divided into collection fund minus collection sharing on placement of fund. AMIL right ratio and corporate social responsibility, AMIL portion from corporate social responsibility divided into collection fund minus collection sharing on placement of fund. Liquidity, current ratio, quick ratio, and cash ratio. We can see from the liquidity. Liquidity ratio can be defined as a ratio that shows the company's capability to cover its short-term liabilities. The current ratio or current ratio is used to measure the ability of the zakat organization to meet its short-term obligation that will mature using the total current assets. Total current assets divided into zakat fund balance plus infak fund balance plus total short-term liability minus asset under management. The quick ratio or asset test ratio. Quick ratio is the company's ability to pay its short-term obligation by using more liquid asset. The most liquid asset in zakat institution consists of cash and cash equivalents, distribution receivable, and advance for activities. Cash and cash equivalent plus receivable distribution and plus activity down payment divided into zakat infak sodako fund balance plus total short-term liability minus asset under management. Cash ratio is a ratio used to measure how much cash and cash equivalent are available to pay short-term obligation. Cash and cash equivalent divided into this fund balance minus asset under management. Growth of collection, growth of allocation, growth of operational expense. There is a three kind of growth. You can see the growth of collection, growth of allocation, growth of operational expenses. Growth ratio is a ratio that shows the percentage growth over time. Growth ratio is usually used in various things such as companies to calculate the growth of its performance. Growth of collection, this ratio aims to measure how big the growth in zakat infak sodako fund collection is from the previous years. Consists of three derived ratio, namely the growth of zakat collection, growth of infak or alms collection, and growth of zakat infak sodako collection, with each ratio which of 0.33. Growth of allocation. Growth of allocation is the ratio of growth in distribution that reflects the growth in the distribution of zakat funds this year compared to the previous year. The growth of disbursed fund will reflect the efficiency of zakat institution in distributing the collected funds. Growth of operational expense. The operating expense growth ratio reflects the growth in costs used for zakat organization operation this year compared to the previous year. The growth of operational costs used and can reflect how effective and efficient and zakat organization is in managing the fund used for the corporation activity in distributing the collected zakat infak sodako fund. Soundness Index on management factors. General management, risk management, Sharia compliance. You can see this is the management. This is the last for the soundness index of zakat institution. You can see in the figures. The assessment of general management variable aims to measure the capability of the corporate governance of zakat institution that's shown by 7 indicators using a qualitative Likert scale calculation method. You can see the indicator vision and mission, strategic plan, management understanding of vision and mission, strategic plan, and annual budget plan. From the vision, mission, strategic plan, annual budget plan, we have to understanding about 3 vision and mission, strategic plan, and annual budget plan. Structure, organization, standard operating procedure, duties and responsibility of the leaders, reporting, indicator of general management. And we know in Indonesia, it's quite weak, the zakat institution to make a reporting. Risk management. Based on the zakat core principle document 2016, zakat institution is like financial institution in terms of getting exposed to various risks. Nevertheless, the types of risk exposure in zakat institution are different from financial institution due to the operational differences between the two institutions. In this study, the risk management assessment utilized 5 risk dimensions. First, strategic risk. Second, the educational risk. Third is operational risk. Fourth, reporting risk. Fifth, compliance risk. Using likelihood measurement scale as follow. First is almost certain. Second, likely. Third is possible. Four is rare. 5 is incredible. Strategic risk indicators. Zakat management operation is not optimal in carrying out all its functions, such as education, information, consultation, and zakat collection. Risk of adjustment of zakat management operation due to the new regulation from the legal, organizational, operational, and other aspects. Zakat management operation does not yet have a good reputation in public. That's why operational risk indicators, there are 10. Zakat assets are mixed and come from non-halal product. Projection of zakat potential are too optimistic and or inaccurate. Zakat management organization zakat collection plan is too optimistic. The number of zakat allotment count that confuse donors. Conventional bank account uses to pay zakat. There is a difference between the zakat fund paid by Muzaki and those deposited by Amil. Zakat management organization has different view on zakat. No proof of zakat deposit to Muzaki has arrived because of Amil's negligence and not Amil's negligence. The existence of the use of zakat fund for personal or group interest. Zakat fund are held deposit in the bank. This is the operational risk indicator. There's 10. We can see this one. If you are practitioner, probably you already did one or two from the 10 risk indicator in here, probably. I don't know exactly. And for the 11, there's no standardization of standard of procedure. The high operational cost of zakat management organization, the use of many banks for the management of zakat funds. Many banks, not only Islamic bank, but also conventional bank. The risk of revolving fund for productive purposes that are still recorded as receivables. Zakat fund are used as revolving fund for more than 1 year. This is the issue number 15 is revolving fund for more than 1 year. Now we need ask the Fatwa Commission from Indonesian Ulama to make opinion, Islamic legal opinion for the zakat fund for the revolving. And 16, revolving fund from zakat are less effective because mustahik are not equipped with the required expertise. Overlap distribution of zakat fund with other zakat management office, zakat organization. Overlap distribution of zakat fund with other zakat management organization. This is quite often in Indonesia regarding with the overlap distribution. One mustahik probably will get 2 or 3 zakat funds from the different zakat organization. Late distribution of zakat fund to mustahik. Allocation of distribution of zakat is not evenly distributed. Lack of coordination between zakat management organization in the distribution of zakat. I think coordination is quite difficult. It's not easy to say coordination, but in fact, in practice, it's not easy regarding with coordination among zakat management organization. I think for all of you, regarding with the risk indicator is operational risk indicator is quite interesting for us, because we already identified 20. Zakat Management Organization hopes that the government has a big role in zakat education. Yeah, I think because this is normal, they don't want to spend money for education. They ask the government to spend money for zakat education. But if the government have a good system in education, they will teach the literacy of zakat from the primary school up to university. Zakat Management Organization hasn't introduced itself well to the public. Zakat Management Organization lack resources or funds to introduce themselves to wider community. Yeah, of course, the AMIL just get 12.5%. It's not enough to more activities in wider community. That's why now the issue is now how can the AMIL can use the Fisabilillah funds. Zakat Management Organization lack resources or fund to conduct zakat education. That's why the issue of literacy, zakat literacy is now still a problem in Indonesia. Only 60% of people they understand about the zakat. That's why we need to work hard for education regarding with the zakat. Zakat Management Organization report are not made periodically or continuously. This year, previous year they make report, but this year they are not making reports. Late reporting of Zakat Management Organization zakat periodically to stakeholder. Zakat Management Organization report is not valid or accurate. Yeah, this is we have faced a problem in Indonesia regarding with the precision and accuracy of the report, especially with the number of mustahik, number of muzaki, and lot of things we still make a question with the report. The zakat financial report is unaudited, yeah, because for auditing, for public auditor, we need to wait and need a time, and also we have to pay. Sometimes the zakat organization they not enough time or not enough money for giving for the public accountants. Unsynchronized of zakat report. Yeah, that's why the system of reporting is should be using the information technology for synchronize of zakat report. Zakat Management Organization leaders do not understand zakat regulation. This is one problem because the Indonesian and Basnas introduced the regulation, but not many leaders at the Zakat management organization, they understand about regulation. Basnas does not have any monitoring tools yet. That's also for the Basnas. Basnas do not have up to now the tools how to monitor the Zakat management organization. What they do, what they did, what they done. Sharia compliance. This Sharia compliance, I think in the bank, Indonesia, for example, they have a supervisory board, yeah, or advisor Sharia supervisory board. Based on the Zakat Management Act, one of the principles in Zakat management is compliance with Sharia. Therefore, the Ministry of Religious Affairs 2018 has compiled Sharia audit guideline for Zakat institution, where the component of the Sharia audit are designed to evaluate Sharia governance in the Zakat institution. In this study, to assess Sharia compliance, the following three dimensions are analyzed. First, Sharia regulation, Sharia supervision, and code of ethics. Sharia regulation indicators, Sharia regulation indicate only one dimension. Zakat management organization has a Sharia regulation. For example, standard operational procedure or decree regarding with the Sharia regulation. Zakat management organization has a certified Sharia advisory or supervisory board or a leader whose function is to carry out Sharia supervision. Zakat management organization has SOP for Sharia supervision consideration. Zakat management office makes a Sharia supervision report. Zakat management office has a code of ethics for Amil Zakat, have an institutional organ that is responsible for enforcing the Amil Zakat code of ethics. This is very important when we talk about code of ethics for Amil Zakat. I think this is not easy to implement the code of ethics because we have also established the Council of Ethics to enhance and to enforcement the practitioner or the Amil have to follow the ethics. You can see this assessment procedure. Oh, sorry. Yes. Assessment procedure is stages of assessing financial ratio and non-financial Likert scale, stages of ranking each component of activity, operation, liquidity, growth, and management, stage of determining the rating of financial and non-financial factors, stage of determining the composite ranking of the Zakat institution owners level. I think this time is for me to finish or to give a presentation. And please, if you want to make a question, I and Dr. Hasbi will answer the question as long as I can. If not, I will answer later. Thank you very much for your attention, and I am very happy for all of you already listen what I give a sharing to all of you, and inshallah my sharing is very useful for your knowledge, and I understand if some of you have difficulties to understand about the ratio, and ratio, but I'm very sorry because we are not using econometric or statistical analysis. We are using ratio for the index. Thanks very much, and please make some question, and I ask Dr. Hasbi to ready also to answer some of the audience question. Billahi taufiq hidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you very much, Dr. Nadratul Zaman Hussein. What you have delivered about assessment of Zakat institution health level is very interesting. To um, we are very fortunate to have listened to your presentation today. May Allah bless you. And now we are going to have a Q&A session, Doctor. For participants, if you have questions, you can directly ask Dr. Nadradul Saman by raising your hand or drop the question in the chat room. So this is questions from Indra. From Indri, sorry. She say Dr. Nadratul Zaman mentioned before that Basnas has many scopes which organize zakat in 34 provinces, and there are so many zakat institutions in Indonesia. My question is how the soundness level index will be implemented. Will it be assessed by the zakat? By the zakat, what is? By the zakat
Yeah,
institution itself, or will it be calculated by Basnas in one-way system?
yeah. Thank you very much for your question. It's very important question. I think zakat in the center of Indonesia we call Basnas uh, Pusat, Central Basnas. This is for national Basnas, but also there are 34 Basnas province. For this index, we can see for us is two type. One is Basnas, the central Basnas itself, and also Basnas for national. But for national, for the Basnas itself, there's a two kind of index. But we prefer to use this index for every Basnas at the level province, and also for the level of a city or regency. But for the national, we also do, but we can see the index for the financial soundness. First is the every province and every cities or agency to get information regarding with evaluation. This the financial soundness in Basnas institution or zakat institution is important at the beginning. What I said is for the purpose or for evaluation the performance. That's why also we want to know the performance of every province, every city, every agency, how they can collect the money of zakat and how they distribute. This is the indicator very important for evaluate and for give some solution if they face some problem. We can see from the financial soundness, if something happen, we can ask the question to the province or the city or the agency, what happened with your report like that? What is your problem? Why the performance of the index is like that? This is the idea like that. And the second, how many ministry of government institutions that already engaged with Basnas? Yeah, I think this question is the first, I think, Minister of Religious Affairs, but now we also engage with the Ministry of Cooperative for distribution of zakat fund for the micro and ultra micro or small medium enterprises. We give distribution, especially for the COVID, the impact of COVID in economy now. We have that, and also we have a good cooperation with the Ministry of Own State companies regarding with how to collect the uh, fund collection from the own state company from Indonesia. Uh, and also we have a good cooperation with the Ministry of Finance, and also we talk about the relationship between zakat and tax. And also we have a good cooperation with National Wakaf Boards and Wakaf Indonesia. And also we have also worked with the communication company, Telkom, telecommunication, regarding with our IT system. And also we also work with the Sandi National Board, also regarding with the cyber army. And also we have a good cooperation with the Ministry of Social Affairs regarding with the number of poor and poorest people. This is our data for distribution of zakat fund for the mustahik. I think Basnas have worked with all ministry and also the institution at the government, but also we work together with the Islamic organization like Indonesian Council of Ulama, MUI, and Nahdlatul Ulama as Islamic organization, Muhammadiyah, Persis, and others, because we work together with them regarding with some program to empower Indonesian people in education and also in economy, and also to help many Islamic scholar, they not work properly in the pandemic time, in COVID, the impact of COVID. A lot of activity we also work. Also with Basarnas, we work with the regarding with the problem with the flood, earthquake. We also give our hand to help the people have problem with the flood and earthquake, for example. That's why we are working as a humanity institution, Basnas. And we work for people, and we work with together with some Islamic organization and also government body. The purpose is how to service the poor people and to service the people, needy people, and a lot of things we already done, but the problem for us now, how to increase the collection of fund from the Muzaki. This is the key for us. If we work more activities, if we have enough fund. That is my answer for your question.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Nadratus Zaman Hussein. And next, the questions from Mr. Abdul Fattah. You can unmute your mic and ask directly to Dr. Nadratul Zaman.
Yes, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, ya Sheikh.
Yes, first, I want to appreciate Doctor for that good presentation. May Allah reward you abundantly. I want to make inquiry on the ratio analysis you gave, as that the calculation of the amount collected with the division of the number of people collected, the zakat from or work from. Those calculations or those analyses, were they in conformity with what is obtainable in other countries, or those ones were made based on the need that are arising from the Indonesia? That is one. Two is BASNAS recognized by government or funded by government, or is it an NGO? The BASNAS. Thank you, sir.
I'm not clear what your question. Probably the moderator will repeat the question.
Okay, can you, Mr. Abdul Fattah, to re-share your question?
Can you speak a little bit slowly?
Repeat, yeah.
Because repeat slowly. Because because of the signal not clear to your question regarding the ratio. Yeah, brother Sheikh Abdul Fattah. Generally, I have to answer your question regarding with the ratio. This is our proposal to Zakat institution how to evaluate the soundness level of Zakat institution. That is why this index we propose to all Zakat in the world. If you accept this, we can use this as standard. But for us, if you can make improvement with this index, we are really happy, because we understand the ratio what we propose this, it is good for Indonesian context, but probably not good for other countries. That's why, in my opinion, for other countries, probably they have to make a standard for this index. But the idea for the making index for your country, I think you can make a reference from the BASNAS soundness level index, this one. That's why we are sharing this knowledge, not to enforce you to follow this index, but give you inspiration to use this index to adjust in your country what variable can be used to calculate for the ratio, for the finance ratio, for risk ratio, for example, because we are different country have different problem. Probably we have a lot of variable in here, because the Indonesia also a lot of problem, a lot of the dimension for looking this for the evaluate the Zakat institution. I think this is my answer for your question, Sheikh Abdul Fattah. I'm really sorry, I'm not really clear to listen what your question, because of the signal is not really good. I'm really sorry for that.
Yeah, thank you, Dr. Nadratul Zaman and Mr. Abdul Fattah. So this is the other question from Siti Maulida. There are many risk indicators in soundness index. In your opinion, which risks are the most faced by Zakat institution in Indonesia?
Yeah, what I mentioned with the Sheikh Abdul Fattah regarding with the risk, regarding with the risk, many countries probably different risk. what we explain here, what we found there is like that. We have 20, for example, this is the 20, I think we already list in our experience, during 5 years previously. We already collect some risk. For example, zakat asset are mixed and come from non-halal product, for example. For example, conventional bank account used to pay zakat, for example. Because now Indonesia should look as Islamic bank. Why have to use the conventional bank? Because the conventional bank still what they call is riba, for example. But some zakat institution mention they use the conventional bank because just for collecting. But after that they will move to another Islamic bank. That is the reason because Indonesian people not yet familiar with the Islamic bank. What the reason like that? And also regarding what deposit zakat fund, they not distribute, but they deposit. This means they are not directly to try to make a plan to distribute of zakat at this year, but they delay for the next year, for example. Lot of things regarding with the operational risk indicator, we found 20. Probably next time more than 20, or probably reduce because the zakat management organization already understand about the risk and they change this risk and they reduce this risk. Probably they already. That's why regarding with the risk is the dynamic. This is my answer like that. Yeah, we are getting this from our learning process.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Nadratuzaman. And next question from Mr. Abdul Rahim Abdul Wahid. He said how Basnas deals with erring or corrupt staff.
As long as I work in the Basnas, we have some ISO system, and also we have a Riswah SUP, and also the corruption regarding the corruption too. Up to now, we try to reduce this corruption. The corruption is probably the systematic corruption. Probably they are together with some staff. That is Jamaah corruption or the individual corruption. We try to establish the system. The people cannot be together to corrupt in Basnas, for example, but probably they still have opportunity for individual to corrupt. That is why we try to every Friday we have the Islamic teaching, and also we try to every leader in the every level they have to work teamwork and to look after each other and to implement the Amar Ma'ruf Nahi Munkar, because whatever system, if they want to do something, corruption they can do. That is why we have to also protect our staff, not only with the system, but also to give a da'wah and to teach them to Islamic teaching very well. And also we make a competition for the Islamic activity like Musabaqah Al-Quran, Tahfiz Al-Quran, something like that, to make the staff is more close with the Allah, and they feel as a meal, this is the amanah for them, because the amil profession is mentioned in the Quran. That's why they have to be proud with the amil status. Yeah, that's why this is important for Basnas to look after the staff with the Islamic teaching. I think we can do like that because we already have ISO for the system, but also for the individual. If they do something wrong, we try to look after with the Islamic teaching and amar ma'ruf nahi munkar. This is my answer like that. And there's Ahsin allegory. How zakat is able to demonstrate all of indicator as good as they do, but there are some incompetency in finance or fulfillment of Sharia compliance. I think many people sometimes forget zakat institution like Basnas is like the intermediary intermediary financial institution like bank. One side is to collect money, one side is distribute money. That's why we call intermediary. That's why we need many professional in Islamic finance to work in the Basnas. But many people look Basnas as like people as doing dakwah, not to in charge in the money. Actually, we should be amanah, should we have integrity to manage the money, to manage to finance. That is why, in my opinion, incompetency regarding with the professional, financial professional, I think this is the quite much issue in the Basnas institution, because if we see many Basnas leader in the province, they are not many from the financial professional. That's why the economic background normally from Islamic studies, from Sharia, from the Islamic religious study, but very few in the financial Islamic finance. That is why for the next we want to make Amil become professional with the what we call from the BNSP National Provision Certificate. That's why we want to give certificate from the Amil, and before that we give a training for them. They should understand the Islamic finance in the zakat system, and also they have to obey about the Sharia compliance. That's why this is our challenging now for Basnas. But Basnas now already have LSP institution to give a certificate for Amil, and under the endorsement from the government. That's why this is the what we call big job for Basnas to improve the quality of the leader, Basnas leader, to understand and have a competence in financial system in zakat. This is my answer from a brother. And from the Abu Bakar, to what extent does Basnas empower the poor by making them self-reliant? We have our community development, zakat, Basnas community development. We have microfinance zakat. Also, we have the breeder for the goat and from the animals, for domestic animals, we have a goat, and also we also give training for the some activities in economic in some for the SMS, small medium enterprises, and because we want to the mustahik become the muzaki during 3 or 4 years, and we have already make a target every year 1.6 million people become muzaki after they get fund, they get training, they get some education from the Basnas, and also the capital, the operational costs for them we subsidize, and they become a muzaki. This our program like that.
Okay, thank you for your answer, Dr. Nadratul Zaman Hussein.